What's good, people? Welcome to another episode of The Agenda. You should know what it is by now. We talk about the latest footballing stuff on a Sunday evening. That's what we do. Featuring today is the one and only, the Grand... Shout you out as the Grand Dam, because that's what the people know you as. Dami, the Grand Dam, how are you, bro?
Oh, listen. Man's in the cut and that, you understand? I know Chelsea Football Club messing about at this point in time. But my brother always saying, man is happy to be on here. Man is gassed. Electrified. Sunday settings, agenda settings.
That's how we do it, man. Abbas, Brown Bayless, bro, what are you telling me? You're right?
I'm good, man. Look at that energy. I don't even have to do anything now. Now we got the energy. Energy is here now. We're all good.
We're coming with energy and agenda tonight. And last but not least, let's see if he has some energy, is Mr. James Lewis, J Extended. What are you telling me, bro?
I have no energy after that performance.
Arsenal and Arteta ball drained you out that much.
What'd you say?
Arsenal and Arteta ball drained you out that much.
Yeah. You know what? We're 10th right now, yeah? It needs to go.
Oh, also now he needs to go. So when you went 14.
No.
But that's the thing. I've given it time. I haven't been reactionary. We're 10th still.
Time with it. Take your time with it. Take your time with it. You know that we're there. That's what you might well on still. You might have given him time and you see where he's taking you. 14th to 10th. Man. Oh, my God.
You know what, Dami, I'm glad you said this, because I said this on one of our podcasts where I said, bro, when Arsenal were down bad, where we were talking about you in relegation stuff, I said, if this was any other manager, he would have been sacked, right? Any other person on this world would have been sacked. So the fact that you might have given him time and now you're now 10th, which, listen, Arsenal Football Club should not be in 10th in any circumstance whatsoever. You guys should not be 10th, bro. If there's any other guy, why does he still have a job?
Because of Stan Kroenke, innit? It's pretty simple. It's like at the end of the day, it comes down to your owners, it comes down to the people that make the decisions, and they are happy with what's going on. Otherwise, they would have stopped it. If you're not happy, you pull the plug, like Roman did.
You're happy about our Arsenal Football Club?
I don't know. I guess we're making money. I guess shirt sales, the new kits are coming out, looking very fresh, making money from that. Don't know. Like top half of the table, they might enjoy that. Actually, I don't think Stan Kroenke watches what's going on. He's too busy watching the Rams. So
okay, cool. Bear in mind, Arsenal have lost more games than you've won this season, bro.
We have.
I think James is right though. If they look at that bottom line,
we could get relegated, and if we've made if at the end it says he's made profit, I think he'd be all right with it. I truly think he'd be all right with it. At the end of the day, you can't Newcastle. They cry about their owner and stuff. I understand it. If the owner doesn't care, it's just what's gonna happen. At the end of the day, he treats us like a bedroom that's just left untidy. Like there's egg sandwiches on the floor and that, and he's not coming to pick it up. Like at the end of the day, he just tosses it under the bed. Yeah, man, it's a uni kitchen. He's treating us like a uni kitchen. So it is what it is. It really is what it is.
Wait, so that means looking at Arsenal, obviously from a Chelsea perspective, looking at Arsenal, what do you feel is wrong with Arteta and Arsenal?
They are finished. It's like there's not much more I can say in it. They are a finished institution. Like honest to God, yeah. One thing I keep telling people, I had a conversation, I think it was on Clubhouse yesterday. I was arguing with quite a few Tottenham fans, Arsenal fans, and I said the difference between United, Manchester City, even United, that's to a certain extent, Chelsea and all them, man, is the fact that as clubs, we are very well run, okay, from top to bottom. Arsenal, management, squad, owner, nothing, absolutely nothing.
But it's all together. It's all together though. That's like if the owner's bad, then it's gonna trickle down. That's the thing. It's like you have Roman at Chelsea, so that's why progression and that's why things can't get look what happened to Frank Lampard. The season didn't even finish. What did he even really do that wrong that you couldn't give him to the end of the season? But progressive thinking, proactive, not reactive. We're not even reactive. We're just there.
Exactly. Vibes, I've seen it. That's what it is. And like you said, Kroenke is out there. I don't know what brother is doing. He's probably sat in one. I don't know. He's probably sat in Miami with some cocktails with his wife at the side in the sunlight and all of that. That's what man. You don't care that Arsenal's lost. You know what I'm saying? You saw Lampard lost how many games on the bounce. I remember I was fuming. Brother had to put in a statement. This was the first time I sacked the manager. I remember Abramovich had to put in a statement, in the official statement as well. So Arsenal as a club right now, I can't really take you man seriously, not just because of the owner, but quite a lot of fans as well are trying to take their time with the whole process. There's no process. Do you know what I mean? I tell people, a process. Some people are told, like, for example, I use Lampard as an example. Off air, we're talking about how a lot of Chelsea fans were like, oh, at the end of the day, Lampard did some stuff at Derby, 6th to 6th. Then he came to Chelsea, 3rd to 4th. You can give all sorts of different excuses. But in the grand scheme of things, you need to keep on progressing. There's no process with Arteta. He won a few trophies and everybody thought that, oh, okay, he's the next best thing. So let's use that to pacify the fans. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing going on at that club that's worth taking note of. Plus, your owner is a shambles. Everything is a shambles. So I don't know. Like, you guys being here right now is not a surprise to me. And I won't be shocked if this brother Arteta stays here to the end of the season. Just watch.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's gonna stay in a job. That's what's wrong with your club. Because I said from full, bro. Listen, Arsenal were never gonna get relegated, but the fact that we even had that conversation, something's not right. Now I know Kroenke's more interested in the Rams and now he's signed Matthew Stafford, so now he's always eggs are in the Rams basket, but that's another sport, right? But focusing on Arsenal, you man just ain't it, bro. Like,
we haven't been it for years. We haven't been it. When has Arsenal been it since 2004?
Been this bad.
It has though, because have we competed for the Premier League? No. Have we competed for the Champions League? No. But it hasn't. This is the thing. People get annoyed about like 10th, but were we close to the season last year? Were we even close to it when we finished second? No, we haven't. So it's all the same thing. Like the same way, we're still not challenging.
Yeah, but like, look how you man got rid of Emery, right? You got rid of Emery when
what happened with Emery? Nah, Emery they just didn't. What's the word? He just didn't have the story behind him. Arteta, he was with Pep. So it's like, oh, we got to trust him. He's with Pep. He's learning. Emery didn't have that, but that's why he left. Emery was like, to be honest, I'm gonna be raw. I didn't really know much about Emery when he came. I was like, all right, cool. He's put thumbs up. Let's give him a go. But at the end of the day, like with Arteta, it was like, oh, Arteta's come in. He's learnt from Pep. He was in the documentary. He was talking to Sterling. He unlocked Sterling. So we were thinking, okay, cool. This might be interesting. Then he came and he was like defensive shape and all of this and that. And I was like, all right, cool. We're defending a bit better. The point is, Emery didn't have all of this gloss behind him when he got to Arsenal. So that's why it was easy to get rid of him. Because he didn't deserve to go because he was never had us 16th. But Arteta is able to get through being 16th, being able to get through getting knocked out of the FA Cup because he's Arteta. And it helps that he played for Arsenal. It helps. like he was a captain. It's all nice. Former player coming back trying to help. So
do you know? So okay, as an Arsenal fan right now, do you not want him out of your club?
The thing is, I want him out of my club, but I'm aware that there's Arsenal players that will still be here when another manager comes. At the end of the day, some Arsenal players should not be Arsenal players. As much as you want to dress it up, I guess a new manager would get rid of like David Luiz and like Willian and stuff like that. But the team is still the team. Like this team can't get close to the teams like Man City and stuff like that. Even when Man City are at their weakest, that is a mentality thing. This team is not winners. Chelsea, I'm going to bring it up. Chelsea went to Baku. They already had Champions League qualification sorted and still annihilated this Arsenal team that needed to get Champions League. That is a mentality thing. A lot of them players are still at Arsenal. Yeah, we got rid of some dead wood, but we still don't have like champions. Can't really look at anyone and say, oh, cool, I'm happy with even Aubameyang. Look how great Aubameyang's been for us. And it's like, in games like this, he's not a difference. No, but he's been great for us. You can't say he's not been great for us. No. He's been great for us. But the point is, imagine you're great for us, but in these games you go missing. Against Man City, he's only had one shot on target, I think, in all of his games. And that was a penalty that they saved. Like, in the Premier League. Like, those 2 goals against, like, City in the FA Cup, like, it made it seem like he changes those games. But that when our talisman struggles, like, look at the team.
Wait, James, what stat did you just say about Aubameyang?
I think he's had one shot on target in the Premier League against City. He's had one shot on target in all of the games he's faced them. And it was the penalty that they saved.
What, every time he's played Man City?
Yeah, he's had one shot on target, I think. It might not be, I think I've seen it somewhere, but it does make sense because I do remember that penalty.
If that's true, and you might have paid.
But they do nullify him. Look what happened last time, and Kyle Walker just wanted to run next to him the whole game. Like, Pep knows how to sort out Aubameyang. To be honest, a lot of teams do, like the big teams. What happens? Like, you don't really see him doing much unless it's the FA Cup. Don't know what it is about the FA Cup. It's like they give it to us for free. But the Prem, big team like against Tottenham, he didn't do nothing. It's like this is the problem with this Arsenal team. Like, if we look at our talisman doesn't show up. Like, as much as people attack Bruno and that, no, he doesn't show up in big games. I'm not gonna lie. But like, when you have a talisman in your team that's meant to be doing the thing, then you at least look like. I can't look at no one in this Arsenal team and say, you know what, like, I know that we're gonna get through this because we have you.
No match winners in the squad, innit?
No, look at Saka. This is the problem. Yeah, we look at Saka. Do you know how old Saka is? Do you know how much? Like, he's just burst onto the scene, and you want to put all this pressure on his shoulders, like he can't get injured, like he can't just go for a bad run of form. Tierney, like he got battered today.
Up and down.
Nah, man, it's just this Arsenal team, like, we're a shambles. You know what? We need a big money signing, but that won't happen. We need someone. We need a big money signing.
So do you think people looking at this Arsenal team right now and wherever you're going to finish, wherever you're going to finish in the Prem, do you think big money players still want to come to Arsenal?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, when you're growing up in the day on the block, you wanted to play for Arsenal, you're watching Thierry Henry, we hold that forever. We'll always hold that forever. So we'll be able to get big money signings. And it's all about money. Arsenal's not the greatest, but, you know, if you go to Arsenal, you know, you could get Champions League football. You're going to be in the Premier League and you're going to get good money.
You could, because I haven't seen you in the Champions League.
No, but you could though. You could though, because we're always in the Europa League. If you win the Europa League, you get to the Champions League. So you always have that chance.
Have you ever won a European competition? You're saying it like you could, like there's a chance.
No, but you can't. But you can though. If you buy a ticket, you win the lottery. So we can, like, as long as we're in the Europa League.
Okay, buy a ticket tomorrow and then say, "Oh, I could."
But look what we did. We brought Party. As much as you can say, like, can we still bring people? We brought Party. He was at Atletico Madrid that are going to probably win the La Liga, and he came to Arsenal. So it's like we still have that pool. We can still bring in like big names.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He left the La Liga. That's a title and Champions League.
I would want to leave playing for Diego Simeone as well, bro. Anyway, so let's get on to Arsenal, right? Because you man have just done out. We've said it, top to bottom, done out. Arteta's done out. Bun your club.
I wouldn't say Arteta's done out, but it's just
how is he not done out?
He's not done out. He's a young manager, innit? Like, he's not been in the game forever. No, I'm not. I'm saying, like, in terms of his career, he's not done out. But like at Arsenal,
of course not. But how long has he been at Arsenal? He's been there for a year and a bit, right?
Yeah, maybe 18 months now.
Like yeah, bro, it's come out to like 18 months.
For time, though. It's been there for time.
Okay, cool. An FA Cup and a Community Shield, which you won last season. And what else what's cool? So I know bare people say this about United. What style of play what's Arsenal style?
How do we like to play?
Because bare people say this about United, and I can't say I know what United play like. I don't know.
We're Saka and Inshallah, isn't it? We're Saka and Inshallah. Give Saka the ball and like hope he does something. Give Tierney the ball and hope he runs down and throws crosses in. At the end of the day, we don't play We started to play a bit of attractive football when Smith Rowe came in. Then we've now pushed him out to the left or something, and now we've kind of lost that attractive play. So it's all a mystery, man.
Anyway, let's go on to another team in London. Them man down at SW6. So you lot drew to Southampton. Bear in mind, the Southampton team that lost 5 of their last 6 and got whooped by United 9-0.
Yeah.
Dami, I'm going to start with you, man. So tell me about that game. Tell me what went wrong for Chelsea and what Chelsea could have done better.
Listen here, Chelsea Football Club right now is like a Michelin star restaurant with no guests. That's all we've got at the moment. Literally, you've got people chefing up in the kitchen. Do you know where I'm coming from? Chefing up, making all sorts of beautiful food, presenting the thing, but nobody's finishing nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Nobody's finishing. Our chance creation, like Tuchel said in his presser, from 80 yards up, like from our goal post all the way up onto the opponent's box, we're good. Do you know what I'm saying? We're really good. When it came to finishing, nothing, blood. Absolutely nothing. There was nothing there. You've got Mason Mount making wrong decisions in the final third. You've got Timo Werner. I was saying that brothers Baron run had ended. I mean, I know it's just one game in it, but brother 2, as much as he worked really hard, they were not really finding him. Tammy Abraham, I was so concerned. I had to ring up social services. I said, "Where is this brother? You can't find him." You know what I'm saying? I can't find him nowhere, fam. So where is this brother? You can't find him anywhere on the pitch. Nowhere to be found. I'm literally just sat there like. These brothers, okay, Lampard said the same thing. Sarri said the same. So many managers before Tuchel said, that these guys' mentality, something is missing. You know, I'm coming from. See that donkey mistake from Rudiger and Zuma. Let me not even address that. You know, I'm coming from. Let me not even address that. Because if I address that, this stream might just get cancelled. You know what I'm saying? You might have to suspend me for my language. So I'm not trying to do that. But at the end of the day, yeah, it was quite frustrating because we play Atletico in what, 2 days now? We're playing them on Tuesday. I know they just lost. You know what I'm saying? I know that their form recently, their last 4 games, I think is 1-L, 2 draws, and 1 win. But at the end of the day, like, I would have liked to see a victory because one thing about Atletico Madrid, you're not going to get chances against Atletico. They come very far. There are few far in between, innit? So at the end of the day, you're only going to get like 3, 4, 5 shots max. And out of all those shots, you're only going to get 2 or 1 clear-cut chances. And right now, like I said, they can't finish nothing. It's like, you know them movies where you've got all the food on the table, the American household, there's pancakes, there's bacon, black currants, there's orange, everything in it. You know what I'm saying? Literally, Chelsea's attackers, they come in, they see all the food on the table. You know when this stupid little child comes in and takes 1 grape and bounces to school? That's exactly what the brothers have done. So literally, things are mad right now at that club. I need them to start scoring goals, innit? Yesterday was frustrating. True say, it was very frustrating.
Abbas, what about you, bro? From another Chelsea fan, how did you find yesterday?
Bro, I'll be honest with you summed it up correctly, man. Literally, we are amazing. That entire build-up is so nice. Then we get to the penalty box and we're like, what do we do now? Like, there's that, like, just a stop and nobody knows what to do. And it's like, I've seen some runs of, like, Reece James and I'm like, you need to release the ball a bit earlier.
100.
And type of, like, little connection and stuff needs to occur and stuff. And that's the thing that's so annoying. You're watching, you're like, do something. You are good enough to do something. Bro, this is Southampton. But saying that, like, I'm one of them that you can do as much as you can, but when you do what Zuma did, bro, defensive awareness, 0.
Newborn baby, fam. Newborn baby. I'm saying it's mad. It's mad.
I've criticized Christensen, yeah. When he come back, I was like, I don't want him back in. But he's aware. He's got something there to understand. Zuma, nothing. Play him in a back 4, he's not too bad. That's fine. But the back 3 and Azpilicueta has to do everything. Azpilicueta is on his last legs for as long as he's been at Chelsea. Like, do you know how long this guy's been at Chelsea? He's played. He's like an Iron Man. And you could see him being feeded out and others coming in, which was fine at one point. Now, if you slot him back in, he has to do double the job, which is to raise these 2 and tell them where to go and go forward and do his own. And he can't do that much. Going forward, it's one of them games that, like, so like we were saying about the honeymoon period, we don't score that many goals anyway. I think that's been a lot. That's been like that's something that's not been like highlighted.
Isn't that crazy though, considering you spent all that money on lay attackers?
Let us speak, and then I'm about to get onto the Chelsea fans. But
that's fine. So this is the thing that's not been highlighted a lot. We actually do not score a lot of goals. If you look at the 2 games that are coming, we've scored twice. No, we've scored once 2 goals, I believe, against that was Sheffield. Otherwise, I think Wolves was 0-0, Tottenham 1-0. Yesterday was 1-1.
Penalty.
Yeah, penalty. And we don't score from open play that well as well. So that's a big, big problem for us that we just need to score from open play. And we need to at least score 2 goals a game. Come on, the front line that we got is good enough. But Tammy Abraham.
It's good enough.
It's good enough. But Tammy Abraham.
Tammy leading it.
No, this is the thing. I used to be the guy that was like, give Tammy a break. He's done well. Bro, Tammy's got no touch. No touch. That's what he is. Like, it's so frustrating. When he went off at halftime, now I wasn't a big fan of Hudson-Odoi being subbed off and on and stuff like that. But when Tammy went off at halftime, I was for that because that needed to happen. It's just one of them things. We need to be able to understand the game doesn't end once you get to the penalty box. That's where you meant to do something. And defensively, like, please.
They're just getting first downs. First downs.
Exactly. We're in the red zone and we can't push it in. That's where our weakness actually is. And it's actually mad frustrating considering the creativity we have. But for me, like, I know people get on the guy, but I'm always going to stick for Mason Mount as well. Like, he's the only guy that I looked at yesterday and I was happy with.
Everyone loves Mason Mount, you know, every day.
You know what? You know what?
4-0 and Mason Mount done well. Like, he showed
he's hard working. You know?
I say
you can't do no wrong.
He can't do no wrong because he's he can do wrong, but like when you break it down defensively, we have issues. I'm not a fan of Kante. Like, I'm sorry, bro. That
Excuse
guy,
me?
worse. He's a red. He's only not getting red cards because he can smile.
Because he can smile.
That is the only reason he's not getting red cards. Otherwise, why is he not?
He's melting the refs' hearts like that. One smile and it goes away.
How are you going to send off Kante? Like, bro, if you send off Kante, you're getting death threats. Yeah. Even if he could snap someone's leg off.
Wow.
But you know what's mad about? So first of all, I can't say what's mad is that my prophecy coming true, because I was telling I remember when people on this earth were comparing Paul Pogba to N'Golo Kante, and I said that's when I knew football was dying. But I said this on the pod on Monday, and I'm going to say it again. I said I look at this Chelsea team. Chelsea don't have a bad team, but I'm looking at your strikers. Tammy Abraham. I'll put Timo Werner in just for the bands, and Giroud. None of these men are going to get you 20 plus a season. None of them. None of them.
No.
None of them.
The thing is,
and that is the difference in the top four, bro. That's the difference.
Oh, we're there, though. We're there in the top four.
No, you're there in the top four now, but to maintain it, bro. Because, bro, Giroud is not getting you 20 all comps. Tammy's not getting you 20 all comps. Tammy will get you 13.
In your forwards right now, Man United is getting you 20. Remember, you're saying top four, right? So we're just talking the Prem.
Yeah, cool. So
your forwards
right now, Rashford's on 18. And Bruno's. That's what I said. Bruno's on 22. You've got 22nd today. That's why I was gonna say, because United don't have that many. Rashford and Martial both got 20 last season, but that was it.
But no, hear me out. Just 1 second. You're talking about just top four, right?
Yeah.
If we're taking 20 goals a season, I would say, I think Timo might actually still somehow. We've got 13 games, 14 games left of the Prem.
How many goals does Timo Werner have for you, man?
So remember, I want to say he's on double digits, because you got to think he's scored goals in like the League Cup.
At the start of the season, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So when you think
his last goal was his first goal for 100 days, bro.
Yeah, no, his drive patch was mad. But
he's got
like 5, I think.
If he's got less than McTominay, yeah. He's got more right now, bro.
You say Werner only had 5 goals this season as well in the Prem.
Abraham has 6.
Yeah.
Abraham has 6. Jorginho has 5. Werner has 5. Does he have 10? I don't think he has 10 all comps.
Yeah, he'll have 10 all comps, trust
me.
I
know he definitely has more than 10 all comps, that's for sure.
That's stat padding.
That I know if it's all comps, I know that for it's definitely above 10. But my thing is, like, at the end of the day, I just feel like the truth here, our strikers, I've been talking about them for quite a bit of time. I think Werner, Havertz, the German lot, I've allowed them. I'm allowing them for this season. I'm saying, just because even Thiago at Liverpool, like, I love that guy, innit? But I'm going to allow these German men. What's up? You don't rate Thiago?
Sorry, Dami, can I stop you there? I'm so sorry, bro. Guys, how many goals does Timo Werner have this season? Everyone pick a number.
He's got 7.
Everyone pick a number. Listen, I'm not stupid, you know. You think I'm stupid. I don't pick a number.
He's got 7.
How many?
All right, go. Okay, I'm going to say 9 because he's under 10.
James?
He's got 7.
7. Dami?
I back 9, to be fair.
It went from he's got over 10 goals.
Bro, he's got 5 in the Prem, 3 in the Champions League, and 1 in the EFL Cup.
That's so, bro. Wait, we're not even hot. You know, that's what I'm saying.
We were hearing over 10. We were hearing over 10 by.
We still have the FA Cup to go, yeah. And
Trucy, Abbas, let me back this up. Trucy, Broski has been playing as a left winger.
Yeah,
he's been playing as a left winger. Hasn't been as a striker for most of them games, isn't it? So
Ababian plays as a left winger.
I'm not gonna allow that still, because on the left hand side.
Bruno plays in midfield.
Nah, Bruno's penalty, bro. Jorginho.
Let's look at Bruno. Let's compare it to Rashford, because they both play the same position, right?
Yeah, how much Rashford's working?
Rashford today was his 18th in all comps.
Star boy.
Rashford has been in the Prem for a while. Isn't
And bear in mind,
I'm telling you.
Rashford, like, it takes him 3 chances to score 1 goal.
Sure.
So
If Timo Werner can get 3 chances in a game, we're happy. That's the difference.
Will he take
just
them?
say this after because he scored 1 goal after his bad patch?
No, but this is what I'm saying. You just said to me there, Rashford takes 3 chances to score 1 goal. If we can get Timo Werner 3 actual chances in a game, we're happy. When he was on that,
You told me that chance creation isn't your issue. You told me finishing is your issue, bro.
no, even like
That is the final ball, isn't it? It's the final ball before we do
And finishing. Okay.
final ball and the finishing. Look at Mason Mount. Brother was talking about Mason Mount not being able to do wrong. True say, if that second half didn't exist, I was screaming. Literally, I was doing a watch along yesterday. Brother was making also, he was passing into Rosette and that. I was
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he did what he's done in that second half, people will forgive him. I'd say the same. I'm not saying he has the full-on Bruno effect, but it does in a little bit in the sense that he won the penalty, he scores the penalty. You could play atrocious for 89 minutes now, but that one minute, whatever you need, and that's fine. But yeah, with Werner, when he was out wide, it wasn't like he was tucking in out wide. He was hugging that touchline.
That's why he has so many assists in it.
Yeah,
Brother has like quite a few assists. True say.
yeah, that's what I mean. So it's hard for him to score them goals, but yeah, no, I'm.
Let's look at Chelsea. As I said, let's look at Chelsea's attacking options, right? Yeah. So, do you personally believe in your hearts, in your blue Chelsea hearts, that either Giroud, Tammy, or Werner can get you top 4
This season? I will.
Like, I know you want top 4, and I probably feel like Chelsea might make top 4. But right now, looking at it, do you feel like one of these guys are going to have to step up?
I do not think they will be They will be core to us achieving top 4. No, I don't think they have it in them. True say, like I said with Werner, our Bundesliga tax is a thing in it. I said let these brothers come in for 1 season. Do you know what I'm saying? Of course, when you knock off Bundesliga, when HMRC comes knocking at your door to take up that Bundesliga tax, you can't find that at the side. You know what I'm saying? You keep that one in the locker. Then you've got to give them a season to adjust. Like I keep telling people, that period in between that December time frame, innit? These brothers are used to going on holiday. Now they're out there playing 9 to 10 games in a row within the space of 1 month. So all these different elements are like, even can you imagine coming all the way from Germany where they've got all this kind of peng food, and then you come into the UK and you're doing black pudding and fish and chips and all those extra bits and bobs all over the shop. Of course, things are going to change for you. Do you know what I'm saying? English. So like all those different elements, I need to give it to them. But to answer the question, bang on, I don't think none of them brothers, because people, true say, a lot of people on the TL overrate Tammy Abraham. I have to say it the way it is, because people, whenever they talk about his goals, they're like, oh, he scored 17 goals this season. Who has he scored the goals against, Maji? Who did he score against, Maji? Why did the goals he's scoring? Are you looking at how useful they were? How many match-winning goals is he scoring? Like, why? Like, you know, I'm coming from people just out there picking and plucking statistics. Do you know where I'm coming from? So it's mad. It's mad. Except your Bruno, because, like, for example, true say Bruno in the big games, brother is hiding. Do you know where I'm coming from? Mine goes into a shell for most big games, but his output is so great that you can't say nothing.
You can't say nothing. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You can't say, he has 25 goal contributions this season or 26 in the Premier League. That is mad. This brother has more through balls than our whole midfield. That just gives you an example of how he's operating. So literally, it's mad, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying? And you can fact check that as well. It's shocking. It's very shocking.
It's true, because the thing is with Bruno, as you said, we were saying this on fair. We might as well get onto Bruno now. You said, bro, this guy's like Thanos, bro. He's inevitable, man. You can't. I don't know how he does it, because I can watch this guy, bro. If anyone has 90 minutes on their time, 9 minutes to waste, go watch the whole game of United Newcastle. Bruno did not have a good game. He didn't have one of the games that I've seen Bruno have. He wasn't in the game as much. The midfield wasn't great, but he still somehow got a goal and assist. Right now, he's second in the league. That was his 15th Premier League goal of the season. He's probably going to hit 20 Premier League goals from midfield. That's crazy. To hit 20. Like, those are the numbers Lamps and them man were hitting back in the day, bro. Do you know what I mean? Penalties or not. So I don't know what it is with this guy. Like, I don't know how you stop. You can't stop, because you are right. Against the top 6, he kind of, I think he's got what? The only goal against the top 6 was the penalty this season against Spurs. Probably lost anyway, so who cares? And then other than that, he hasn't really done much against the top 6. But that's not really, I don't really mind in a sense, because I know our record this season as a United fan hasn't been good against the top 6. I don't think we've beaten any of the top 6 this season. I don't think we have.
When you say top 6, are we talking the traditional top 6? Like,
Your Arsenal, Spurs. Yeah, I don't think we've seen any of them.
I don't think you have, no.
Arsenal. Arsenal in top 6. Not even to be wild, didn't it? But Arsenal,
we are the top 6. We are the top 6. We'll forever be the top 6. We'll forever be the top 6.
Listen, you man are on your last legs of being the top 6. You know?
We're not. The thing is, it doesn't matter where we finish. It does not matter where we finish.
Literally, Arsenal are all the way back there.
No matter what happens, but the thing is,
no. You can't say no matter what happens, we're still going to be in the top 6 because you finish.
You're always going to talk about Arsenal, but you're always going to talk about Arsenal.
Yeah,
you can't. We have history. We have history of being in the top 4, being in the top 6. You can't just forget that. Whenever you're going to think about top 6, you're going to think about Arsenal.
Traditional top 6. But right now, last 5 years, if you're talking last 5 years, I'm not drawing Arsenal involved. You man are not involved.
No.
We were top 6 the last 5 years. We just weren't top 4.
Right. Look at
top 6, blood. Top 6. Bro,
this is what you just said. Top 6.
Dan, so just quickly on what James is saying before we took back on Bruno, I get what you're saying. Look at Leicester, and West Ham. Bro, are we really talking about Leicester, West Ham? Nah, we've just dedicated
Leicester, we give Leicester more credit still.
Leicester,
the football club. This is going to be their second or third. They made champs last year, didn't they? If I'm not mistaken,
they were second all throughout last year, and they dropped off when Madison got injured, and they ended up 5th because we beat them in the last game of the season. So they ended up 5th. Then the season before that, Leicester were in the Champions League. Like, I think Leicester in the Champions League.
No, you can't.
How many years has that been? How many years have they been doing that for?
But they've been doing it for the past 4 or 5 years.
But that's 4 or 5 years compared to the domination that Arsenal had and have been around those times.
The thing is, you can never take away that traditional top 6.
But that is the real top 6.
In my eyes, you guys you're struggling to make my top 8. In my eyes.
Yeah, right now. But okay, all right. My point is
I need to scroll. When I Google Premier League, I need to scroll to find you, man. That's not top 6 settings. Do you know where I'm coming from?
No, but my point is, if you're in a pub, and someone says, the top 6 are looking really good this season, you're gonna include Arsenal. No matter where we finish.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Listen,
that's the thing. But tradition will always come on top of like who's around. You're not going to talk about
Leicester, bro. Life changes. I don't think you understand.
Can't change that much. Can't change that much.
If Leicester keep on moving like this and you might keep going down in the next 5 to 10 years, it's a different conversation.
No, but that's 10 years. But that's 10 years though. That's a long time. I'm saying right now. That's the thing. They haven't done it for long enough.
Right. You can't keep holding on to that golden period.
I have to. That's the only thing we have. I'll hold on to it forever and put it in my pocket. But that's all I can do. We're still top 6. We still have the money. We still have the brand. That's the thing. The brand. We're still top 6.
You're right.
Arsenal Football Club.
Arsenal FC. Arsenal.
Arsenal FC, man.
Arsenal FC.
Oh, God. Because deep it. Because bear in mind, cool. When was the last time you man finished in the top 4?
Long.
2015, 16.
Yeah, when you came second, right?
Don't lie. So after that, then it was.
Yeah, I don't remember you man finishing in the top 4 after that.
No, I can't imagine it. Yeah,
you're not going to finish in the top 4 next season. I don't think.
No,
you're not going to finish it this season, defo. So that's now 7 years, bro. Do you know what I mean?
But we're defo top 6 because people were going mad over Arsenal being 17th. So that means you associate Arsenal being in the higher positions. So that's why it's in your brain that we should be top 6. So the fact that we wasn't.
No,
everyone's going insane
because you man are Arsenal Football Club. You're
exactly.
Arsenal,
that's
right?
what. See,
the
history of Arsenal is to get in the top 6. Is to be around those spots.
They should change off your badge. One of the rules are falling off.
Lopsided gambler.
See, no, but this thing is right. You know, like say there's a guy that wants to buy Sky Sports football, yeah. Wants to buy a package for football. They're going to sell him Man United versus Arsenal, Chelsea versus Arsenal, Tottenham versus Arsenal. You are not going to sell Man United versus Leicester, Chelsea versus Leicester.
You know what? Cool.
No, you're talking about football. Yes, Leicester play amazing football and all of that. But the thing is, from a casual, you're not gonna think about Leicester.
That's what I'm saying. From a casual,
You're right.
This is what it is.
You're right in that regard.
But that cannot be forever, bro. Because
But
especially
no, but not forever. But I'm saying now, it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a long time.
it's already been 5 years, my guy.
No, but the point is, it doesn't feel like 5 years. It doesn't
Exactly.
feel like
It feels like 5 years, and it's already
All
been 5
right,
years.
okay. Can I ask a question? When was the last time you heard Champions League music at your stadium?
But that's the same thing as finishing top 4. Like we already are.
What's the?
That's the point.
Slaps, man.
I'm
The Europa League theme song slaps, man.
It slaps.
Slaps, man.
The standard and the trash from.
Oh,
I feel like Arsenal, you need to be kind of worried, you know.
why
Like,
do you have to be? But the
saying-
thing is, this is the same thing. It's the same thing. Why am I worried about the same thing that's always been happening? When Wenger was here, the last few years, we were not getting anywhere. It's like, all right, but I know we weren't going to finish 17th. I knew we was going to finish like 9th or 10th. So why was I worried? Because we finished that before. At the end of the day, nothing's going to change until big changes happen. You can't do little minuscule.
So you're saying you're going to keep finishing 9 or 10?
We probably will. We probably will if things don't change. What do you say?
You're going to turn into Crystal Palace?
No.
We're not gonna turn into Crystal Palace because of who we are.
So look, hear me out. You know, like when Fergie used to say noisy neighbours as Man City, right? How long has it been since Man United last won the league title?
7 years.
7 years, calm. Are Man City noisy neighbours still, or would you say Man City are now not a bigger club, but the more attractive team to go to?
That's a hard question because if you ask a neutral, someone would still...
A casual would still say the brand of Man United's bigger. That's the same with Arsenal. These guys could be in a row, and I hear what you guys are completely saying. They could go in an 8-year span where they don't get Champions League, which it looks like they might not. But
the brand of Arsenal.
If you were to ask my uncle, he'd be like, Arsenal Football Club, still a good football.
Yeah. So my question is, how long will that be for?
I'm going to take another 10 years. It's going to take another 10 years.
I don't think it's going to take that long. And let me tell you why. Truth, 10 years ago, if you're talking Big Six, Man City, they're not in the conversation, are they?
Yeah.
They're not in the conversation. Do you know where I'm coming from? Man City is not in the conversation. Even 8 years ago, Man City are not in the conversation properly because they won that one title. Deep it. It's over time. And Arsenal have been in this faltering form for quite a bit of time. Confidently, we can say 3 to 4 years at least. So it's not that much. If you might keep on staying on this track with Kroenke at the head of the department, sipping on coconuts and all that with his wife in Miami, you might not going to keep on moving down. Do you know where I'm coming from? As long as you have, that's why I keep telling people at the start, when we started the pod in it, I said, it's all down to how the clubs are run. Chelsea, Arsenal, exact same situations. You've got 2 clowns at the top of the thing. You know where I'm coming from? 2 clowns out there acting like they know what they're doing, management. People saw Guardiola, they saw Arteta arranging cones for Guardiola and thought he was going to do something at Arsenal. Can you imagine?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, respect him. He did more than that.
Obviously done more than that. I'm a wind-up merchant. You might know me. I'm a wind-up thing. But at the end of the day, they saw brother doing that at Man City, and they thought he was going to come in and change up Arsenal. Like one thing you said that I massively agreed with is the fact that brother had the name coming from Man City. If not, if brother was just like a legend. But Lampard, look at Chelsea. Man is such a massive legend, but we still sacked him. That's the difference, Maggie.
You know, with us,
mercilessly, fam. Mercilessly. And we kept him moving. Chelsea fans have moved on to Tuchel. People were like, oh, I can never move on from Frank Lampard. Oh my, they are on, fam. They have moved. They have moved on. Right. Are still trying to back Arteta. So it's just, see, your fan base, everything, fam. Everything from that club. So if you might keep on moving down like this, you will keep on going down. And the thing is, it's easier for you to recover at this stage than for you to keep on going down and hit a specific level where you become a mid-table team. Because to climb back into that thing, it's not easy. It's not easy. Not at all. So
yeah, it's not, bro. I mean, like, people don't realize the level of the Premier League is just getting harder and harder, bro. Like, look at Leicester. Who would have thought, bro? Leicester have ballers, blood. Who would have thought
that midfield?
West Ham and them, man. Like, listen, West Ham are not going to finish in the top 4, right?
Yeah,
I can put a good amount of money on that. But now you got to go to West Ham and thinking, right, like, I might have to do something because, do you know what I mean? The level of competition is getting harder, and if you're not bro, if you're not progressing, you're gonna get left behind.
The one thing I would say about this Leicester team compared to the previous one is this one doesn't seem like it'd break up. The previous one, as in Maddison and indeed all these guys that are there for fun, all these guys that are at the club who is classed as a spine or whatever, I don't think, say like if Man United come through, and don't get me wrong, and they said 50 million or 60 million for one of your players, I don't think
they're leaving.
I don't think
maybe they're not as good though.
This is the reason being, and I agree with you, Abbas. The reason is that because let's say, cool, let's finesse us with Maguire at 80 mil. If Man United say we want Maddison, it's going to have to be more than 80 mil. That's 100 mil, blood. And no person in their right mind should ever pay 100
yeah, you can't. But and I think that's like a lot of even the big names, your Neymars and stuff like that. That's why they actually sign contracts. Because at the end of the day, even with 2 years to go, you still have to pay 120, 100. Who is paying that type of money for any player? Like, realistically, it's hard to do. So, yeah, like, that's the one thing I will say with Leicester is they have a lot of potential to not call themselves one-season wonders or anything like that. They have the potential to continue to repeat. They have this striker in body. He's not going anywhere. Not because he's old, and two, I think the window to ship Vardy to a good team has gone. Because he's nicely settled in Leicester. And I think that's like one of the main things. And then the manager's elite. I'm sorry. Like, I remember Brendan Rodgers at Chelsea when our academy players were there, like your Josh McEachrons and stuff. When they were there, I was like, if anybody could come to Chelsea and who I guess wasn't foreign or anything, Brendan Rodgers is that guy. He is honestly that elite. And he's only not got his respect, I don't think, because when he was at Liverpool, he lost the league title when they were in a winning position. Didn't make the top 4 last season. But if you were to really break down managers, Guardiola's number 1, Mourinho possibly, and Klopp on reputation. But I'm sorry, Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, Brendan Rodgers, definitely top four managers in the league.
And like, so I think Leicester are nice. So I get what you guys are saying.
What is that? Because of Mourinho?
Whoa.
What happened to Tuku, Maji?
Bro, what people done? Other than listen,
in the Premier League. You know what? He didn't get the Champions League.
If Ake had come in with the correct boots against these brothers in that
final, LeBron ones, the ones LeBron sent him.
Yeah, but listen, that's if my grandma had wheels, she would have been a bike. You know what I mean? Like you can say if
Arsenal had Pep Guardiola, we would finish first.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't with Guardiola.
You would with Guardiola.
Becomes Arsenal manager tomorrow with that squad. You're not coming first,
so we wouldn't get second.
You manage.
All your players are bad. Do you think?
So why do you expect Arteta to then? So where would cool. If Guardiola was at Arsenal, where would we finish?
You'd be lucky to scrape 6th.
So then how? No, all right, cool. Then fair enough. Then how should Arteta do it then?
James has got you both.
Problem.
Go on.
Like I said, squad shit, manager shit, board shit, finances shit. Everything is bad.
But the point is, all of these things are true.
It's literally like giving a world-class chef Aldi pasta and Tesco sauce to make a world-class meal. It can't run. Do you know what I'm saying? It can't run. In a low-tech kitchen somewhere in East London, you can't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not going to run, innit? So that's how I see it. Do you know what I mean? You can put whoever manager I want to do, but Kroenke needs to spend the bills. You man are not ready to do that. So that's how it is.
Yeah,
no.
That's an argument for Arteta, though. If Pep can't change it, how can Arteta do that?
No, this is the thing. Pep. I'm not saying Arteta needs to get used to Pep levels, but Arteta shouldn't be this bad, bro.
No, but the point is,
I've seen many bad managers at Arsenal, but I've never seen Arsenal. This is my thing with Arsenal.
But isn't it? Things have changed though.
A very long time.
But I think times have just changed because back then, when Arsenal were getting top 4s, Everton weren't doing bits. Like you had no lessons.
Emery was not this bad, and you man got rid of him. Emery was bad.
Emery was bad, you know. Emery was bad.
Yeah, Emery was bad, but he wasn't as bad.
Not this bad.
Do you think so?
Bro, Emery was 17th. Like, this is what I'm trying to say.
It's not about that. It's not about that. We had the easiest run in the last 7 games to get top 4. We had the easiest run in out of everyone, and we had points in hand, and we still did not get it. That's bad, you know. That's really bad.
Bro,
that's really bad. Tell me, Arteta couldn't do that.
James, it's bad.
We finished well with Arteta last year.
Let me tell you why Arteta can't do that. Because how did you start off that sentence? To get top 4, bruv. I've not seen Arteta anywhere near the top 4. Anywhere near it. At least Emery was there. Fair enough, he flopped and he was bad. I'm not trying to say Emery.
But isn't it worse if you go there and you flop?
No, bro, because I would listen.
I'm not sure, you know.
James, would you rather be in a chance to get top 4, miss out, or be where you are now, 10th, doing nothing, black? Bear in mind, you're Arsenal Football Club.
No, but you grab it and then you miss it. That's even worse. If I knew I didn't have it, I'm calm.
Both outcomes you miss.
Try to grab it.
Both outcomes you miss. One, you're in the race. One, you're not. Would you rather be in the race, or would you? Do you know what I mean? Being 4th, 5th, yeah, is much better than being 9th, 10th. That shouldn't even be a question. That's a statement, Blad. I'll tell you that for free. Listen, I schooled in this country. I know 4th when it comes to tables, but 4th is better than 9th and 10th, Blad. Do you know what I mean? I know that for a fact. I'd rather finish 4th or 5th than 9th or 10th. And Emery, listen, Emery, I'm not trying to say Emery was good because man got rid of him for a reason. But he was never this bad as Arteta. I don't know. This is what I don't get. I don't see what Arteta has done.
You know what it is?
Even if we're down in the position, he can stay outside of this crap.
No, because it was easy to get rid of Emery. It's harder to get rid of Arteta for 2 reasons. One, there's nobody else available. So what are you going to do? Bring in another caretaker?
Bro, bring in Allegri, man. You don't think Allegri will come?
Allegri will come to Arsenal. Allegri would come to Arsenal.
Allegri, if you call Allegri, listen,
yes,
brother is out there twerking in lingerie for London clubs right now. Brother wants to move to London.
Not that London club. Not that London club.
He will come. If you If you sack Arteta right now, if you sack him, Allegri will be on the first easy jet flight to London.
He needs to quarantine first, but yeah, he'll be there.
Allegri is only available, but like when you sack, like literally, James has nailed this. When you sack Emery, there was no ties with Arsenal Football Club. You are bringing, and I'll tell you the risk behind Arteta being sacked compared to Emery. Even though Emery was doing little bits in Villarreal right now, right? If Arteta gets sacked, then goes to another club, and you see attractive football from Arteta, they're going to say, you sacked Pep's understudy too quickly. You reacted poorly.
So that's cool. Not even you sacked Mikel Arteta. We can't even call him by his name.
No. Obviously you call him Arteta, but the idea will be, look at the way he's playing football with this club in Spain.
Arteta's in a job because of narrative, basically. Because of narrative. He's in his Arsenal job, but can't sack him because of narrative.
Yeah. I reckon
it's not even narrative. It's just how Arsenal
though. Let's say if Lampard goes and bangs ball, goes and plays well for another club, gets him a promotion. I don't know where he's going to go, but let's say he does.
No, different.
Attractive football.
Different.
Can't people come be like,
No. Completely different.
Frank Lampard, one of England's best midfielders.
No. Completely different. I'll tell you why. So for start off with Arsenal, Chelsea have a history. We have it. Dami will agree. We will sack you regardless of whatever your success is.
Yeah, true.
Yeah? So, and then on top of that, what people will remember is, okay, we might have got rid of him. He's done his thing calm. What he couldn't do is when the team was that big and the expectation was high, he couldn't do that. What he can do is deliver with lower budget teams, excellent fair play. That's his role. And then Chelsea, we will most likely be doing something good. I'm going to be honest. I don't think if you got rid of Arteta, you brought in somebody else, I still think Arsenal will be floundering in like that 5th, 7th, 8th position, trying to push top 4. Nothing crazy like winning the league title. So you sack Arteta. Arteta goes to somewhere in Spain. He's challenging that team for top 4. That will hold a bit more value than Arsenal challenging for top 4 because they'll say he's done it with lesser of a players and he's playing nicer football. Arsenal, you guys will just be the way you are. And I'll say like Arsenal as an environment just seems quite toxic.
What? Doesn't seem toxic.
Seems
like the best place ever.
Are we not seeing the exact same thing with Emery right now?
That's not toxic. How's Arsenal toxic? Besides the playing.
Well, you literally just said that like from top to bottom.
No, but I'm saying for players. How's it toxic?
I mean, it'd be toxic if I saw Willian starting ahead of me. I'd be quite angry, to be fair.
But they're all happy with it. Remember Bellerin?
Quite angry for me, yeah. This whole narrative of Arteta being like, at the end of the day, it will be bad for the look of the club. We sacked Frank Lampard. We sacked Frank Lampard. Frank Lampard is bigger than Arteta by millions of... It's unquantifiable. You understand? Literally, that's how much bigger he is than Arteta. And Chelsea sacked him. We sacked him straight up. He had more managerial experience than Arteta even. Yeah, we just sacked him. That's the difference. So all this about Arteta going somewhere and doing something, fine. We've seen it before. Mourinho has gone, left Chelsea, done better things there. We've seen Ancelotti do better things there. We've seen Sarri won something in Juve. We've seen people go and leave. That shouldn't be your worry. Your worry should be your football club, okay, and how you man are progressing. Right now, Arsenal are not doing that.
The thing though with Arsenal, yeah, I don't think even if they bring a new manager in, like when we do it, when we bring a new manager in, we automatically look like we're progressing, yeah? So let's say this season we finish in the top 4. In reality, we've not progressed anywhere. We just finished in the same spots that we done last season. But it will seem like a progression. With Arsenal, when you guys bring in a new manager, if you don't get top 4, there's no real idea of progression. Like you literally, James, you said it the best. You go, when Arteta come in, right, you became defensively stable and people start thinking, you're doing fine, you're doing it. Fast forward now and there's people wanting him to be sacked. So I just don't think Arsenal can progress. Like, I think it's really only Chelsea that can do the best. Sack a manager, bring someone in and go get a decent results. I don't think other teams can do that well, really.
Well, yes, I know. I kind of see where you're coming from, but I see it as this. This has been one of the worst. Right now, Arsenal have lost more Premier League games than they've won, right? I've never seen that with Arsenal ever.
Mm-hmm. This is the worst Arsenal team I've
seen in a long while. Do you not think any other manager, I'm not saying any other manager has to get them top 4, but any other manager would have had this same run in that Arteta's had?
Maybe. But the thing is, it's the teams that are playing, though.
Yeah,
it's the teams that are playing.
And who picks the team, Blood? Who picks the team?
No, but the point is, are these men even giving it their all? You have to look at players. Yeah. How many times are you going to make mistakes? How many times are you just not going to play attractive football? Do you not know that it's unattractive football?
Listen, there's players giving it their all, and the players just not good enough, bro. Do you know what I mean?
But the point is, even some of these, man, they've been brought in by Emery on long-term contracts. Like, even if you sack Arteta, you've brought Willian. That is his guy. Now he's here for at least another 2-3 years. So what are you going to do? Like, the point is now they've backed him, so you can't sack him. You can't go out and buy Willian and then say, "Oh, sorry, we're getting rid of Arteta," because he wanted to.
Still got sacked.
He just spent 250 great million British pounds.
But you have money like that. Arsenal don't have money like that.
We sacked him so effortlessly and evilly that it was not literally we sacked.
You can afford the loss. But Arsenal can't afford the loss.
Afford the loss.
No, but the point is you can afford the loss because Roman can just say, all right, messed up with Frank Lampard. All right, cool, back to the drawing board. Arsenal can't do that.
Why can't Arsenal do that?
Because we don't have the manager, we don't have an owner that cares. So the whole point is, this is the project now. It's Project Arteta by force. Because at the end of the day, why would you not sack him when we were 17th? If you've allowed him to get to 10th place, that means it's Project Arteta and this is just what they want to do.
So that means, James, I want to ask you, James, here because I think I made it my purpose quite clearly. So are you telling me as a football club and as a fan, you have accepted mediocrity at Arsenal? Because that's what you're telling me right now. That's what I picked up.
I have. But what can I do?
And that is the reason why your club is going to Leicester be more relevant in the next 5 years. Watch. What? These are simple as that.
No cap. I love you.
But as a fan, we don't make the decisions. As much as we know.
Listen, as a fan,
but the thing is, when has Arsenal not been mediocre for all these years? Even when was we even challenging for titles? That was mediocre. Like at the end of the day, were we pushing for things? At the end of the day, did you really rate Arsenal? No, you didn't. We weren't close to United. We even gave Van Persie to United. So did that not? But this is the point. We've been like this for time. It's not just now. It's just now the positions are getting a bit scarier. Like, all right, we're 17th, but this is the same Arsenal. It is the same owner. It is the same thinking. Nothing is really changing.
So it's like expect mediocrity regardless of who comes, right?
It depends what manager comes in. It depends what manager. Because the thing is, I didn't really know much about Emery. I didn't know much about Arteta. If Allegri came or Nagelsmann, it's like these are well-renowned managers.
Nah, Nagelsmann. I'm sorry, he's not.
No,
Bro.
but he's been rated. He's been rated.
You would come down to Arsenal. Why would he come to Arsenal?
But see, this is the point. You're saying, why would he come down to Arsenal? That's a manager that you want. A manager that people are saying, why would he come to Arsenal? If we had a manager like that, then maybe things would be different. But it's the owner. You can blame everything, but until we change the owners,
So
on
that note, until Kroenke leaves, Arsenal will forever be mediocre. Which I'm with it. I don't know about you, man, but I'm with it. Like that makes sense.
A minute. The thing is, it's so that listen, you know, Arsenal. Yeah, one thing I used to read about Arsenal is they used to always hover in between, like relevant enough to banter, okay, and bad enough for us to not have to like be worried about them. Now, you man are falling so low, I can't even drag you on the tail. It's not funny. You know what I'm saying? It's not even funny anymore. Like literally.
It's got to a stage now where I don't even want to banter. Like back in the day, every time back in the day at uni, my housemates are Arsenal fans. Every time Arsenal used to lose or United lose, we'll ring each other, we'll FaceTime, and we'll banter. Bro, this guy was ruining my phone bill. I said, nah, man, I said, I can't be ringing you every morning. Like, this is bare long now. I get tired. I was going to hit stuff every week. Like, it gets boring now. But listen, as for Arsenal, let's wrap it up on the agenda here. So, as for Arsenal, we're going to see mediocrity for a very long time. Bruno Fernandes is the devil, and he's inevitable, and we just can't stop him. And will Chelsea make top four with their strike options? Me personally, I don't think so.
Yeah,
we have to wait and see. But me personally, I don't think so. Werner, Giroud, and Tammy do not get you top four, in my opinion. Especially where this league has just been brazy. The way people have been scoring, I've seen some dumb scorelines this league, bro. I mean, Chelsea haven't been a part of any of them dumb scorelines.
Nah, we've just been consistently boring. We're not boring, but low scoring, really.
Something needs to change if you guys want to make top four.
100.
But that was another episode of the agenda. Dami, what I normally do at the end, we let guests shout out their plug. So please feel free to shout out what you got coming on your own platform, bro.
Big up, Matty, for having me on there. Fantastic, banging conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to squeeze all the water of Arsenal fans. You understand? And, you know, that's why it's always nice, isn't it? You get me? To squeeze all the little water that's left in the rag. But it's just, if you want to find me, your boy, it's just the Grand Dam on all socials. You know what I'm saying? Every single social under the sun. So, yeah, that's how it runs.
Brilliant. As you can check by the banner, you can check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Insta. There's not much more to say. Guys, thank you for watching another episode of The Agenda, and until next time, peace.